Good morning, guys. I'm down the unit with Dave. Willow stayed at home because she's car sick. So until she gets used to the car, can't bring her down because I'm sick of cleaning puke up out of the back of the car. Right, so anyway, couple of little jobs today. The main one is to put the subframe on and start cable tying the wires up, put the under tray back on hopefully, and then also I need to get that front sprocket off, and then order a new tab as well. I'm hoping the forks are going to be done by beginning of December, so there's a couple of weeks for that to go yet. But in the meantime, I might have a go at making another little bracket or something to hold up the front end. I'm thinking of somewhere around here, hooking under there, under both sides. Anyway, we'll see. So that's that, and then I still need to retorque this head down just to make sure before I fuck about with that anymore. Come on, focus. And then my blue Thunder Race, I've got a blue spot rear caliper that I'm going to put on, so I'll do a video about that. So in the meantime, let's get cracked on with the old ZXR. No, it isn't a ZXR, ZX12R, sorry. Go! Right, subframe's back on. I didn't realise that was, mind you, I'm being a bit here. It's on the paddock stand and it's coming up to me like my waist, and I thought, fucking hell, that's high. But anyway, I'm not surprised because the paddock stand's lifted it 6 inches off the floor. So yeah, so that's the subframe on. I give it a quick coat of paint, just to, I don't know, just to protect it a tiny little bit more. That's all. And what I've done as well is, you know that previously I fucked up this rear hanger here by getting that bolt out. I've chopped off the rear foot peg because I'm not planning on taking any passengers, so that side will just have one on. This side it won't have any on. Obviously the bolt was knackered, so anyway, so what I'm planning to do, as you know, is next year I'm going around Scotland. I'm going for a ride around Scotland touring, and I was going to do bed and breakfast, but after pricing it up, and you've got to book now, and I don't really know when I want to go, but it was like 100 quid a night, and I just thought, sod that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Neil's advice. You know, that guy who sits over there on his motorbike just revving it, I'm not going anywhere, Neil. I'm going to camp, so I've got some panniers, a saddle bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a rack that'll bolt onto here, because I've priced up a Rentec rack and they're about 120 quid, and they reckon that the weight limit is what is it, 2.5 kilo or something? Fucking hell, my saddlebags weigh more than that. So I'm going to make my own rack. Hence, this is why I've got some tubing. So I've got 3 different diameters. I think it's 1/2, 3/4 and 1 inch. And I'm going to design a rack and fucking make one myself for my saddlebags to sit on. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, I'll get cracked on with this. I'll try and get the under tray on now. That's if I can remember how to do it. And then job's a good one. Right, so I've got the first under tray thing on. Basically it just hooks over there, and then there's 2 little bolts there. There's a tiny one there and a tiny one there. But what I did was I had to take it off again because the loom needs to be on the right hand side and the fuel pipes need to be on the left hand side. So the fuel pipes are in the centre, the wiring's to the outer edge. I had them wrong way around. because you can see under there. I don't know if you can or not. You can't. Where am I? No, you can't see it, but anyway, so that's the first bit on. So now on to the second bit. Oh bollocks. Right, I'm going to have to undo them little see that and that. Shit, I think they go in the same place there and there, so I'm going to have to undo them again. Right, 2 minutes. Right, that's that in now. So what I found was, I took these bolts out again, I lifted this up, put that one on and then bolted it on just behind the light there, and then just pushed this one down and then bolted them together. So it's looking a little bit more like a bike. Cool. So what I can do now, I think, is get the ECU back in there, and then put that box thing on. So I'll do that now. Right, so that's all back in now. The wire's sticking out there for the rectifier, and then all them wires, I've just sort of like connected them and shoved them back under there. That silly sensor thing, I don't know what it is, but that took me about 10 minutes to get them bloody. I couldn't get my finger and thumb in. So that's that. And then that's all solid. Oh, I just need to tighten that down. Cool. Right, I think what I'm going to do now is get that sprocket off. And at some point I need to get this generator off as well, and I need to do my clutch. So, because I don't think I can do anything else yet now here. The reason I'm changing the generator is because these wires, they're just manky. And I don't really want to mess about trying to make them better, because I don't even know if it's going to reach, because obviously that comes up here under there and then into there to the rectifier. So as you can see, it's, if I pull it, it's tight there, look, so I don't want to really do that. So anyway, right, I might just get this sprocket off and the generator casing. Right, so I've got the bolts out for the generator, but it's proper solid and stuck on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all this, so I can see a bit clearer. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this pipe out. I've undone the Jubilee clip. Take that out. I'll take it out of there as well, pull that away. I'll undo that screw there for this, and then just sort of like prise it out of the way, prise some of these pipes out of the way, and I can see then better. Right, that's a bit better now. So what I've done is I've just obviously undone that, shoved it up there. I've taken the pipe off here from there and just hung it up there. So that's a bit more clearer now. But look at that, a bloody bolt in there. Is that going to rust up or what? Anyway, so I've put all this back together. So I'm going to order a new rubber seal. Obviously that goes onto the side. I've put it like that so I don't lose it. So now I just need to prise this off without damaging it, so we'll give it a go. Right, that was a bit nerve-wracking, because there's no way on this earth I can damage this engine at all. So and it's tempting just to get something in and just prise it, but anyway, that's off now. All this just to replace fucking these shitty wires here, look. But it needs doing, doesn't it? I need a new one with a plug on. So obviously I need to get a gasket. And this is like a metal gasket, this. Let me get that off. And there, look. So I need a new gasket for that. Right, I'll pull the wire out and get it off. Right, I'm guessing that when I get the new generator, I'm going to have to take off the subframe again, because I've just pulled this wire out, and obviously it slid from there down, and I've pulled it out of there somewhere. Now I've noticed this white wire here, so I don't know if you can see that or not, and that goes in there somewhere and it comes out here, look, see that moving? So God knows how I'm going to get thread that back in. I can't even get my bloody hand in or out, can't feel anything, so I'm going to have to disconnect it from there and just pull it through. And I'm guessing that white wire is that one there, that little one that's connected to that. So what I might do is when I get the new one, is bring the wire, you know, feed the wire up, but then just sort of like divert it to there or something, I don't know. So I'll get this one off, and that bloody magnet on there is strong as out. Right, I'll get this off. Got it off, but the only way I could do it was to cut that little thing off, that little connection off. But as this one's knackered anyway, I thought it didn't make any difference. I'm a bit pissed off about that, but I fucked about for ages. It went down there somewhere, and you could see the end of it waggling, but no matter how hard you pulled it, it just wouldn't get past there. So obviously it's a really thin gap. So bloody hell, I'm a bit annoyed about that. But anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'll take this home. Well, yeah, there shouldn't be any oil leaking out of that, but I'll take this home and I'll get this off. I'm going to clean the casing up then. Right, front sprocket off, that were on tight. Thanks to Neil for your help, mate. So I've got the bike back in because it's obviously, surprise surprise, Yorkshire weather, raining again. So what I need to do now is order a generator gasket. I'm going to clean all this up here. I need to order an O-ring for there as well. I won't be doing that today. I'll leave it now. But yeah, we've achieved what we wanted to achieve today. That's our last ringing. Hiya.
You on your way home, or are you still at unit?
Yeah, not yet. Another half an hour at least.
Oh yeah, right. Well, I'm waiting for the bus now. I was just wondering if you were driving, that's all, but it's fine.
Alright.
Alright, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, I'll order a generator gasket, a washer for the sprocket, an O-ring for that water pump, right, I might get that oil cool off before I go home. Mind you, loads of fucking oil will come out, won't it? I'm changing the oil anyway, so right, we'll see. Anyway, so this is probably it, guys. Can't really do it now because it's raining, and that's it. But at least we've got the rear subframe back on, which is good. So see you soon. Right, decided to get the oil filter off. The oil filter was on fairly, not tight, but this cooler was on fairly tight. So Neil came over and did it with the impact driver. So what I'm going to do now is just clean up here, clean round here, dry it off, mask it off, clean up all up here, clean round here with a degreaser, and then I'll dry it off, mask that off, and I'm just going to quickly blast it with a bit of black paint just to cover all this here. And then I need to get that exhaust stood out, and then that'll be the front end done. I'm just wondering whether to have a look at this or not. I don't know where this oil's come from, so I don't know if to replace the rocker gasket or not. I'll see anyway. So I need some new O-rings for there. Yeah, so that's good. Right, I'll get an oil filter ordered then. Oh, Neil's just cleaning up the oil cooler for me. Right. Ooh.